Hello, class. Welcome to Module 6. In Module 6, we continue our focus on intergovernmental conflict, but we're going to focus our shift to looking at economic policy. So, like the previous modules, we're going to use 4 case studies to explore disagreements between state and local governments, and we're going to consider arguments for both local control and state control. This Case studies this week focus on economic policies that will directly affect local governments, workers, employers, taxpayers. We're going to look at Minneapolis, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, and Columbia. So, as you look through the case studies, continue to think about the individual policy issue and then start to focus on the larger intergovernmental relationship. Can consider why a local government might want the authority to establish economic policies that reflect local conditions and local priorities. And then at the same time, consider why the state might argue that economic policy should remain consistent across jurisdictions. And think about whether the type of policy changes your perspective on the state and local authority. Do you think should a city have a higher cost of living, for example, then have the ability to establish a minimum wage that is different for the rest of the state? If they have a higher cost of living, might they need a higher minimum wage? And then what are the potential advantages or disadvantages of allowing different economic policies across local jurisdictions? Consider these types of tensions as you work through the cases. Remember to complete reading assignments early in the week because they're foundational for the work that you're going to do in the discussions and in your assignments. You have 4 discussions. Remember, the initial post is due on Friday and peer responses by Sunday, but I really encourage you to be engaged earlier in the week and so that we can have fruitful discussions. You have 2 assignments, reading journal and an intergovernmental conflict brief, and both of those are due Sunday. Look at instructions and expectations for the assignments, and remember to apply the feedback that I've provided in previous assignments. So remember, if you have questions about any of the concepts or even the assignments, reach out to me via the Canvas inbox. I am here to help. Thanks.